Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Hey, y'all want some of that? That's that good stuff. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Ooh, wee. I don't know if you need to get your stuff or not. I'm just gonna say get it. You hear me? Do you hear what I'm telling you? I cannot say if you gonna need it or not, but I would just say get it. Good morning. That's what I'm gonna say. Good morning. Listen. I don't know. I'm not responsible for any of your emotions that you feel today. Do you hear me? Good morning, pumpkin. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You always get your auntie, Antoinette. Antoinette, get Antoinette. Get your twin. Get her. She already starting. We ain't even been in here 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Hello. Talking about here we go. Antoinette, get Antoinette. We got doubles up. God gave me double for my trouble, but yeah. You said we just got here, right? Tell her, auntie, calm down. Just wait a minute. That's why Enoch be giving you the blues over there, cause he look out for his TT. He looking out for it every time you come in his class and cut up. I hope he be playing in all the water he can. Rolling around, get dressed, and then go roll around in the dirt. Cause that's how you be doing me around here. And I ain't wishing nothing bad on you. I just want you to understand, Joey, how you be over here in my pocket. Listen, baby, cause let me tell you, if I need a smile, I'm going to look at him playing that water. You call his name, girl. When I say that tickles me to my soul, he was going to town trying to find whatever was in there, baby, and he couldn't even hear you. He could not hear her. She like, hey, nah. He like, Mama, I'm busy. Leave me alone. I got something to do. Yeah. Every single time. If I need a laugh, baby, I'm gonna go look at that. Every time. It's gonna do me right what I need. Right what I need. You said, let me get suited and booted. Listen, baby, I said, now he be giving her the blues. And I'm just playing. That was a joke. I'm not wishing no curses or nothing on her. She know I'm playing with her. I don't want that dog to give her a hard time, because I don't want nobody giving me a hard time. Hello. Y'all know that was a joke. Don't get the sarcasm. It was a joke. That's between me and my sister. Mind your business. Okay? Don't do that. Don't be in our business. We understand. You do not have to. I'm learning about the sister bond just right now. You said, Nettie, she looked pretty today, so I'm going to ignore her. And throw a tomato, not like you look beautiful any other day. I'm just saying thank you. It's the lipstick. And I got it. I used to buy it at the General Dollar. And baby, I said, I'm gonna put on some lipstick today, because I can't tell y'all how I feel, but I can, but I'm not. So there's that. But I will say this. You do not have to understand God's plan, but if you trust it, girl, it was mine before. Joey, I can show you a picture from when I was 14 years old, and you might not have even been born yet. I don't even know. You was probably like 3, and I was in like high school. This is Joey. Can I have my lip color back, please? Can I have my life back? You are the sister I never knew I needed. I can show you tons of pictures. Girl, I can go back to 1994. Had the dress on to match and the braids down to the 30-inch bust down. Did. Can I keep my stuff to myself, please? Remember, I had a cosmetic company. I always made that color in different shades. Listen, you're still Joey. Right. Right. I can't do nothing. Listen, Mama, she always gotta come with Daddy. She always gotta come with me. I'm trying to hang out with my friends. She already took my shirt. She already took my hairstyle. She already took my shoes. And now she want my lipstick too. What I got left? And she been in my journal every day since you brought her here. Can you get her, please? That's exactly how you be making me feel. You say, hey, look, it's in my pocket. I done had this for over 7 years, baby. And I know y'all cosmetic people gonna say, don't use it. I'ma use it. This right here, nigga. This right here, nigga. This. I got the black one, the hot pink, the blue. Baby, you see it. This right here, nigga. And it don't, well, it used to be $3. It's probably $9 now. But this, it's a good lip stain. It's a good matte lipstick. I do. I do have blue. You know what? You gonna stay out my stuff. I'm so tired of you being just in my business. You already know what's in there because you already been looking through my makeup case. I know this will be a fact. Always in my stuff. Always miss me. Always in my stuff. And I can't find my purple just right now, but yes, I have it. Always messing with me. There go the blue and do. And the purple is like that purple color you like. I got this one. I got this pink that looks amazing in the middle of here. You know you got to keep you a good brown. And then my baby right here. This one. This is my favorite out of all of them. So yeah, I'm in there with you. And you already knew I had them. That's why, thank you. That's why you said, do I got them? Because you've been looking through my stuff. Because I have that purple you're talking about. I just don't know which one of my makeup cases is in it. Girl, listen. Certain things attract certain things. You said hot pink is so cute. And I got one in there. I appreciate y'all. So listen. Okay. So look, you know we got to keep them. I love them. These is real good too. They be at the hair store. People sleep on the hair store. The hair store be having some good accent pieces and stuff. Dollar General too. Anyway, let's get to it. So I was about to say something to y'all before that. Before my sister came in here, and she always, when I'm trying to talk to my friend, she's always sticking her head in my room. And then I can't remember what I'm going to say. Stay out my stuff. Stay out of my room. Get out. Joey, I can't do nothing. Listen, and this is crazy because I have a sister, but she's not a girly girl. Yeah, it's your fault. She's not a girly girl. So, like, there's that. And so then you give me a piece of that. Mm-hmm. She don't wear weave and all that stuff. Super crispy fade. So, oh, I talked to Alicia. She said that the puzzles are gonna be $15 plus shipping. So I guess she's getting close to being done or whatever. I'm so glad you think that because everyone think I'm too rough. And you said tough with my Afro puffs, girl. Do you know I realize that's part of why I'm single? And I'll probably be single until the Lord come back. I've heard all the time, you need to let certain things happen, and I'm gonna be me. Either you like me or you don't. So if I want to put nails on today and then get out there and jack that car up and change my tires and rotate my tires, you need to get out here with me. I'm gonna be both. I'm gonna can some vegetables and I'm gonna cut the grass. I mean, I don't know what you want. I can't. I'm not a damsel in distress, so I can't do that. Like, I can't sit back and be like, I'm gonna wait on you until you do it. Hell no. I'm gonna ask you once, and I'm only asking because I'm trying to give you what you need to be a man. But after that, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm not about to be walking around here frustrated, and that's probably why I've been single for a long time. Because listen, I'm not. I can't. I'm not gonna say my mama. My mama and them did not make a difference in boy or girl. If the tire was flat and you was the, you need to get out there and help. Hey Pumpkin, hey Rizzy Busy. So I don't know. I had to cut grass. I had to trim trees. I had to pick up garbage and put it in big bags. Like, I don't. I wasn't. I mean, I was a princess at church and when I went to school. But at home, nigga, everybody washed dishes. Everybody cooked. Everybody did laundry. Everybody cut grass. Everybody did everything. Everybody helped clean the car out. Everybody washed the car. Do you see what I'm saying? It wasn't no, this is a girl job, this is a boy job. You hear me? So there's a lot of things that I know how to do. One, because I had brothers that was like, you can't wait on no man to do nothing because you don't know if his mama taught him nothing or his daddy taught him nothing. So my brothers taught me how to check my air pressure. They taught me how to check my oil, all of that stuff, just in case you get a raggedy nigga that don't know how to do nothing. Period. And it's women that don't know how to do nothing either. They mamas didn't teach them how to comb hair, how to cook, how to manage a checkbook, how to do nothing. And so then she becomes a headache if she's not willing to be taught. Now she just spending and thinking because the money in the account that she can blow it, ain't thinking about how the bills gonna be paid, how the mortgage being paid or nothing. Like, no, we're not doing that. So that's probably why I'll be single until the Lord called me home. Because if you can't, listen, I know how to be led by someone, but you also have to respect my side of how I feel about stuff. I'm not gonna play with you. And my daddy be talking in my ear too. I ain't about to argue with you about what I know. I'm not doing that. And that's friends and anything. I told y'all when I used to go places with my friends, if I get a crazy feeling in my stomach, and I'd be like, hey, y'all, I think we need to, you know what I'm saying, wrap this up. Girl, you always, oh, okay. Nigga, I'm out of here. That's when calves and whatever, nigga, walking, if I have to, I'm getting out of here. I'm not gonna, I'm not, no. You don't have to listen, but I'm going to. You said you're the princess that rips the bottom off her dress so you can carry a swing, that mighty sword, and will, baby. Listen, and put some, wrap these feet up with them and run. You hear me? Ain't no heels. I'm about to shred this dress and make me some cloth sandals so I can get down through there. You said what? Thank you. Listen, for real. You said I'm so. You said get out my head, circle. Listen. You is me and I is you. This part. I felt like I heard your voice when you said that. You said, I'm that girl. You did, Queen. Laugh out loud. My husband was like, dang, you did it better than me. At least he give you credit. High five, nephew. Tell my nephew, his TT said high five. Because a strong man can recognize that God gave him a woman as a helpmeet, and that means that she's not helpless. She can help you do whatever it is that you need her to do, or even without you, if you can't do it. That's crazy. Back when I had a baby daddy, I dug up my septic tank and changed out toilets, took the car, and cut the grass. Come on, ain't nobody got time to be waiting. Change the oil, replace the spark plugs, the flat, change the brakes, bleed the brakes, on and on. Come on, Auntie and Will. And Will, nigga, I am your helpmeet. What do you mean? I'm not in competition with you. I'm trying to do. The more I do, the better you look. And when you realize that, the more of my job that I do, oh yeah, you gonna see it, and I ain't gonna have to say nothing to you. The people's gonna see it. Do you hear me? They gonna say something. Listen, they gonna think you just as efficient, and they don't know. I get up extra early to make sure that you are. We ain't gonna say nothing about that though. We gonna leave it. You said I be making my dad and my husband mad because I don't ask them to do anything. I do it on my own. Okay, so then don't do that. If you have the help, take it. You said your brother be like, I'm the man. I got you. Dad would like, my dad would be like, girl, sit your little self down. But get this though. I ain't turning down no help now. Now that's not what I'm saying. I will let you do it. But I'm only gonna ask you once. You hear me? Hey, I like seeing a man do what he's supposed to do. It makes me excited. Do you hear me? So, yeah, no. I'm going to ask you once. After that once and you play like you didn't hear me, then you will see me out there. And now you got to see the people looking at you crazy because you a whole man and I'm out here under this car. It's not my issue. It's yours. Period. I'll let you do it. If you want to cut and do, yeah, I'll get all the tools we need. Everything. I got all of it. But I'm not going to wait on you to do it and keep being frustrated day in and day out waiting on you to do it. I will not do that. I'm going to get up and get it done. No. My brother-in-law, yep, my sister, and we love him. But sometimes we got to tell him not to spread himself thin around helping others. We got us, right? I try to help out my husband because he works all the time. He said, of course, how I'm wearing him down. So I have to remind him I got you as well. Exactly. No, I get you, sister. I'm telling you. My grandpa taught me to be independent because he said you need to learn to do it yourself because when you need someone, they won't be there to help you. Denise, your grandpa told you right. He told you 100%. And see, that's the thing. Like my uncles and stuff, they ain't playing that. They won't, they tell you get you a good man, but you know how to do it yourself, too. You heard me? You need to understand your car so can't nobody take advantage of you. You said, listen, if you don't know the sounds of your car and you're like, oh my God, I have no idea what's going on. Like, it just started making this sound and like, I don't know. Nah, nigga. I already done looked it up. It's the alternator. I already got my alternator. I need an oil change. I already got all my oil filters, my everything. My air filter, everything I need. How much is you charging me for the labor? Because I know mechanics that will break your stuff, especially a woman. Yeah, they gonna break something while they fixing it. Nigga, I'm sitting there on the phone with a mechanic. My homeboys used to be so sick of me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send you a picture of it. Okay, what's that? That's the ball bearing? Okay. All right. Yep, I did hit a curb when I let the club. So that's because it's been popping ever since. Yeah. Okay. So I need to go get a new one of them. All right. I hit a pothole too. Okay, bet. I'm about to go over here to AutoZone. Going right on in there. Can you pull my name up, please? Yeah. Is there a discount that I could get on that? You're not about to take advantage of me. I know what's wrong. I done already took it to 2 people and had them put it on a machine just to make sure you ain't about to try to cheat me, nigga. No. And you better be happy I can't read one of them meters because I'll be telling you what I need. You hear me? I got my own spark plugs. I done bought my own Freon in here. I got my own hose, and make sure you put it back once you charge this air conditioner up. Nigga. Girl, I got all my own stuff. I don't need your stuff. He said I was the one they took to the car lot to check out. Me too. Auntie, high five. The salespeople hated to see me coming. Me too. Yes, my kids call me. They'll have a whole nigga and call me. My girls especially. My son called me about the car he just got. I said, well, let's look at the specs of it and see what's going to say. Yeah, that's good. Go on and grab that. My daughter, the first car she bought it for $500. She just had to get a new car last year. She got that car in 2021. It already had all the miles on it, but it was super loaded, and the value of the car was way more than what she paid for it. Because I said, listen, and this is not a racist comment, but black people know what I'm talking about. Okay? So this is not a racist comment. But we were taught if you want to find you a good older car, you go find you an old white man and buy a car from him. Because he done kept up on all the upkeep. He going to give you the thing, the oil change. He got it for 20 years. It's going to have low miles on it. This, that, and the other. Anybody else? That's what we was taught. You look for the old white folks. They got them cars. They don't drive that much. And they're going to sell it. Listen. And go on and grab you some good. They didn't kept up on the everything. Yeah, so I told my kids, better go buy you a white person, buy you a car from. You hear me? It's gonna have everything you need and did. You hear me? Listen, you said I know they be hiding when y'all come through there, probably asking the shop owner how she. Yeah, listen, I sat there with my daughter. That man kept looking at me. I said, "Yeah, we already done did the interest rates and everything. We are." You said that's not right. Racist. Laugh. It's true. It is. It is, Sarah. You said that's where I got my first car from. It was a woman, and I still got it, and it still worked, and it's a 2007. This. You said true. The interior still be brand new, girl. Ain't no coffee spills. Ain't no nothing. Now it's gonna be some animal here. That you already know. You about to have to take it and have them detail it, cause it's gonna be some animal here. It's either gonna be dog or cat. But that's the only thing that's gonna be in there to clean everything except for the animal hair. You know that. That's gonna be in there. It's gonna be some animal hair. One, it is. Under the seat, even if they get it detailed real good, when you bust that seat back, lay it all the way back, right in the crease of there, it's gonna be some animal hair. It definitely is gonna be some animal hair. You said listen, the same. You said you might find some feathers from a bird or two. It's gonna be clean, right? But it's gonna be some kind of animal, something in there. Maybe even a hint of animal smell, cause they gonna let that dog get in the window and you know. But amen. I'm grateful. It ain't nothing I can't get out with a little bit of this and that. Go and get that dog hair out of here. Listen. You said 100% dog hair. Sometimes it be cat. Sometimes it be cat too. I done bought plenty of hoopties in old schools and stuff. Sometimes it be the cat hair. But it's fine. It's fine. I got another 10 years with this car. I ain't tripping. So, let's get to it. We're going to be in our regular Bible in our book 1. Y'all let me talk till my coffee was cool. Y'all don't love me. Y'all got to remind me. We'll get to talking about all kinds of stuff. Mine to get my coffee. I knew my coffee was gonna get cold. I be forgetting, and it'll be 30 minutes I done talk to y'all. Good morning and afternoon to everybody. So look, y'all see it's our fault getting right. She didn't want to put that coffee up. Yes, because I said I gotta go make my coffee. Y'all supposed to remind me. I can't do everything. Y'all starting to act like these kids. I gotta remember everything. Listen, I need help. Please and thank you. So you're gonna be in book. Bring it in. Child. Yes. Book 1 is here, and we're gonna be on Bible Gateway in the NIV, no, ERV version of the Bible. Yeah, so let's get to it. I don't know if you're gonna need protection or not. Get it. Just, and I'm not responsible for anything that comes through here today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay? I'm not responsible for nothing. So don't blame me. Don't throw tomatoes at me, Queen, and others. Yeah, I don't want to try to do that. Oh, if you live in a coastal city, do we have any people that live? And what I mean by coastal, a coastal state where you're close to a major body of water, like the ocean or something like that. Isabel, you do. Anybody else live like Sarah does? T Rose does. Sunshine. Okay. You get on my dang nerves. Okay, so look. Okay, if right now, if you can, I need you to send me your address to tatnotplace@gmail.com. If there is a code for your gate, door, whatever, I'm not coming to visit, I promise. Please put it on there. Because right now we really don't have money to waste, okay? Please. If you live near a coastal city where there's a large body of water near you, um, and it's salt water, you said I could come visit. Nathan would like that. Me and Nathan, you would be mad. Cause me and Nathan be walking through the neighborhood so he could teach me all the stuff that he didn't, the cool stuff he didn't found. Y'all be like, where is Nathan and CERCA? We was looking at the trees. I knew that my child was gonna call me as soon as I came in here. Girl. Child. Hold on, y'all. You turning into your sister. You know? I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how grown your kids get. They will always stick their fingers under the door. Or as soon as you get on the phone, now they hungry. Right? That's my baby. She 22. About to be 23. And listen, as soon as I sit down on the toilet, get ready to call somebody, go to sleep, or eat, one of them kids is hitting my phone with a text, a call, or a FaceTime. I promise you. It never goes away. It never, ever, ever goes away. Sarah, this is such a beautiful thing. What did I miss? Nathan seemed like a whole vibe. Girl, he is. You could tell he is. He be in his own world, and I like people like that. You said, Queen, he's a trip and a half, has been since he came out the womb. Yeah, he's special. You said, can you imagine him and Deacon K together? Girl, I would be laughing for days. I'm telling you, they'll probably be having some of the deepest conversations. Everybody said he's going to be mayor one day because he talks to everybody. Come on, come on. Come on, Sarah. Yes, I knew it. That's what I said. And I've never even met that baby. But I know he would introduce me to so many things around there. I'll be just like, well, you'll come and try to talk this, and I'll be like, can you leave us alone, please? We're busy. He's teaching me about these bugs I ain't never seen. Listen, my friend, when I first moved here, his son is autistic. But when I tell you, I think that this is the smartest person I know. And at that time, he was like 11 or 12. This is the boy I told y'all. He can remember any record, song, producer, or classification of animal in the world. He can tell you the date they discovered it, what type of feline it is, what type. I used to just sit there, like you could ask him any song. I don't care what it is. And he'll say, it was produced on this day, and this person and this person and this person worked on it, and blah, blah, blah. Girl, and I used to just be sitting there like this. Nigga, I can't remember all the songs I listened to yesterday. Mind you, at this time, I was 41, and he was 13, and he can tell me about songs, what record label it's on. Baby, I used to just sit there and look at that boy like this. I was calling something a dog. He said it's actually not a dog. It's a something. And I said, oh, it's in the such and such family, and they have this and that. Baby, I can't. I used to just record him, and if his daddy didn't care, I would show y'all. Baby, because I've never met anybody. Lawnmower Man. Y'all ever seen Lawnmower Man? I think that's the movie. Lawnmower Man. Just all the random, or even like the girl on the Librarians, the one with the brain issue. Her. He's like them two mixed together. Lawnmower Man and listen, girl, mess me up. That baby is so smart. I used to just, we would talk for hours and he would just tell me all kinds of stuff. Rain Man. Is it Rain Man and not Lawnmower Man? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Rain Man. I got it wrong. Rain Man. Rain Man and the girl from and then he has the ability to talk to animals. I told y'all that. He has the ability to talk to animals, and they understand him, and they respond to him. I watched it happen. I've never seen anything like it in my, like, y'all. This boy, Tatnai. Tatnai. I met a person like that back in Cali, where I'm from. His name is Tyrese, and he can remember anything. Yes. You said that was the little, like the little boy in Encanto. I don't think I've seen it, but like, so I would get a vibe from this dog, right? They had a huge, whatever kind of, that dog was huge. So I would get a vibe from this dog, like he doing stuff to get under my skin. I'm telling y'all. And this happened more than once. I lived there from May the 3rd until August the 10th. So almost every day, if he was at the house, the dog would like come. Okay, so he would be petting the dog, right? And the dog would look at me and like roll his neck at me, kind of, and go. And I say, and then the boy would say, don't say that. That is not nice. Be nice. Right? So I'd be sitting on the couch and the dog would look at me and be on some weird stuff and then come and sit right by me and fart. And then look up at me like, did you catch that? You caught that whiff? This boy would like come out of the room and be like, no. I'm in the living room on the couch. Because at first I thought I was tripping. I'm like, ain't no way. I feel like I know what this dog be saying to me. This is what I'm feeling, because I can feel the energy from this animal and how he acting with me. Okay? And the boy would be sitting right there and call the dog's name and say, don't do that. Don't say that. And I was like, nobody ain't ever in my whole life gonna believe, but my kids didn't believe that dog was saying out, and she was, until she said it to them. So I said, well, that boy has abilities I've never seen, like, ever. And I done met a lot of people. I used to be in amazement of him every single day. And he is the sweetest soul. He don't get upset. Like, one of the smartest kids, people, not kids, people I have ever met in my life. And the abilities that he has is just otherworldly, spooky. But they have another person in their family that's like him. And that's the one that I told, like, he can talk to animals. He can call, like, butterflies to his hands. He can call birds. He can call, like, whatever, a cat. He can, like, as soon as he, right. This is also the man that I told y'all when I was married to my ex-husband and we had came down here to visit my friend. We was sitting in the back area and I kept looking in the corner because I felt something over there. And everybody kept telling me I was tripping. And then the cousin came through the back gate, sat down right next to me, and said, "There's some people back there, and they're talking to me about you." And then I just looked at everybody at the table. Because he ain't been here. We've been out here an hour or so in the dark with the string lights. You know, it was like a nice barbecue. We outside in the backyard, beautiful backyard. He ain't been here. And I just told y'all it's something over there in that corner, and everybody kept telling me I was crazy. And then this man who's supposed to be mentally ill walks right back, and he keeps looking in the same corner. And he said, it's people back there, and they're talking to me about you, or whatever. It was something like that. And I just looked at my ex-husband, I looked at my friend, I looked at the lady sitting at the end of the table. And right after that, a black cat that had not been there jumped out and ran past my feet. And everybody's like, okay, it's time to go in, pack it up. You hear me? Pack it up. You said, well, I need him to come over here and command all the bugs to stay away from me. That part, you said, I've been did dog sitting for 3 years. Dogs' personalities and attitudes are a thing. Yes. And that dog, specifically, you said, yep, time to go, girl. Everybody started packing up and went in the house. They said, well, this barbecue is, it's late. We might as well go on and lay down. I said, well, maybe somebody will start to listen to me at some point in time. But that baby, yeah. Yep, listen. So he probably about 17, 18 now. Ain't no telling how them gifts. Listen, honey. God gave people on this planet some amazing abilities. Like the people that can taste colors. And when they see colors, they hear music. Do you understand how... Could you imagine every time you see orange, you taste raspberry? Or every time you see purple, you hear a flute? Do you understand what an amazing ability that is? You see what I'm like? Why would you formulate their brain? And why you didn't give it to me? Synesthesia. Oh, yeah, exactly. Or however you say that. Exactly. Yes, my dog Peaches got a smart mouth. You said it's why I say she'll keep on talking back. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I believe it. And don't talk. Well, you got to think. They understand. Because they do what you say. God just made it to where we can't understand them when the snake did what he did. So then, because remember, all creation spoke the same language. They show it to us in Disney all the time. And then the donkey talked to the man, the birds that talked to whoever. I can't remember which one of the brothers that was up on the mountain. All of this, come on. The trees spoke. And they show us that in Pocahontas, that the trees used to be able to talk. In all the movies where it's mystical and there's a magical forest, the trees can talk, they can bend, they can get up, they can walk. Oh, okay. You said, I think my son has the ability to speak different languages. I believe it. I saw that a lot of autistic children that don't speak, the only reason they don't speak is because nobody's speaking the language that they hear in their head. And it's like Mandarin or something. And then they'll go and they can understand every single thing that is in another language. Like, I'm in awe of God in the way that, but think about this. The devil even uses that as a trick to get you to not see the beauty in how God made each individual person different. And as soon as you see something that you don't understand, it's, what's wrong with you? No, you need to figure out what their superpower is. He be putting his cartoons in different languages. He probably do. I'm trying to listen. The dog trainer asked me, why do I talk to Enoch like he's human? He said he's supposed to only get one word. I said, because that is BS, and he understands me. Right. I believe that's my little brother too. He doesn't speak English, but he's always listening to Korean stuff. Yes. The cartoon Barnyard came to mind. I love me and my kids. Listen. I just told my daughter to listen. You gonna stay out my life. Yesterday, we was going through early 2000s and late 2000s cartoons. Queen definitely understands. People used to give me a hard time when I talked to my dog like he was human. She would understand every single word, right? The Bible said they do. We know that. He didn't say he only Joe's grandpa is autistic, and he would barely talk the last time they came to visit, but he would talk to me and hold my hand. Come on. They can see. If you start looking at people for what their gift is and what beautiful gift God gave them, you'll see people differently. Love Barn, especially dancing scene with the furry creature. Listen, me that little whiny boy, my kids, they might listen. Every Thanksgiving we used to watch Barnyard. That's my granddaughter. She's 6, watches and sings some of her shows in several different languages. It's start looking at people for what beauty God put in them and not this, and you'll see something. Remember, I told y'all about the tall tree. This man has so many talents, y'all. When he was like 4 or 5, his grandfather gave him a block of wood and a chisel. He had never used it. Okay? That baby sat, well, he was a baby then. He sat on his grandma's porch and chiseled out the most beautiful panther you will ever see. Grandpa, I guess, stained it. Then as he got older, he did an even bigger one. Had never held a chisel in his hand. The artistic ability that God put in this man, that's one of the things that attracted me to him. He could draw. It was just art coming out of him. Creation. You see what I'm saying? One of the most, if you could get him out of that rough out exterior, baby, crazy. You hear me? You said, oh God, you're talking about Caillou. I wouldn't let Nathan watch that whiny bratty kid. No, not Caillou. But I did. I like Caillou. Me and my son used to watch, and not Caillou, the one on Barnyard. The little boy that used to be like, whatever he used to say. But I like Caillou, Sarah. I will watch Caillou right now. With his big old head, him and Little Bill. Yeah, me and my babies used to watch. They got some good lessons in there. Sarah, Caillou he did used to throw fits, but it's some good stuff in there, Sarah. You might want to go back and revisit it. It's good. He did used to throw fits though. I like Caillou, especially when he get to thinking and the little cloud come up. Caillou did need a whooping, but it was still some good lessons in there. Come on, not Caillou. Listen, he did need a whooping, but it's still some good stuff in there. It's still, y'all leave Caillou alone. You said I was one of the parents who signed the Caillou petition. For what? To get it taken off? With y'all. This is for all of you niggas that got that show. I was wondering why my grandbabies can't watch Caillou no more. It's yeah. Now. I don't know if I can trust you all anymore. Yeah, I don't know that I can trust you all. So they're the culprits. I actually met when I was watching. It had to be her. I just knew it. I don't know if she's friend or foe now. All of them. Sarah included. I even gave her a special name, and now I don't know if she's friend or foe. I don't know. I don't know if I can. No, I don't know that I can go on. I don't know if y'all my friends or my foes. Now y'all done got one of my favorite shows taken down. God let me see the culprits, and I didn't even know I was gonna meet y'all. I don't know if I can trust them. I'll teach them, but I don't know if I can trust them. I don't know who you all are anymore. I don't know who you all are anymore. I thought I knew you. I've known you for 4 years. I thought I knew you. I'm just overwhelmed. I didn't know y'all the reason my grandbabies can't watch Caillou. I don't know who you all are anymore. I don't know if I can trust you all. Now, let's get to the Bible. You know what? I know what time it is. I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay. So, we're going to the book of Ezekiel. I'm not going to tell you which chapter because I know how y'all do. And we're also going to be in the 12 patriarchs. So, have those two things ready when I come back. Listen, you said Auntie played the theme song. I don't know if I can trust them. I don't know. Okay, he on YouTube. Well, but he should be on PBS. Moving on. We're just gonna leave the subject alone because I'm gonna talk to the Lord about you all this evening. Yeah. I still didn't bring no dang filter in here, girl. Do your, or is it not plugged up? What is going on? What is going on over here? Okay. So I got just. It's crazy. Hey, Tony. Your peoples is in here messing with me. I found out they're traitors. Get your Bible Gateway Ezekiel, and then also Old Testament pseudepigraph or pseudepigrapha, whatever you call it, OTP, book 1. We're gonna be in the 12 patriarchs at some point in this, so I'm not responsible for anything today. right. Here we go, y'all. We're going to Ezekiel 33. Okay? Ezekiel 33 in the ERV version. Excuse me. It looked like it's pretty outside, but that could be, you know, a trick. And make it be freezing, because I went out there yesterday thinking it was all nice, and baby, it wasn't. It was very chilly. And then it got real. Did it get cold where y'all was at last night? Because, baby, it was nice a little bit early. It was still chilly. But, baby, by the time like 5 or 6 o'clock hit, it was freezing outside. 20 degrees? Yes. ERV, pumpkin. Yes, it was freezing. Out in Arkansas, girl, it was so cold. I said, what in the world is this? You woke up, and Cali is cold too, and it's cold. It's windy where you at. So, sis, that's why you got all prettied up so you can give us tight hugs today. Listen, can I be honest with y'all? The devil has been trying to hit me hard with grief. But God just keeps showing me every single time I try to fall into grief, not fall into it, because I ain't trying to fall into it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, every time grief try to hit me, God will take me to a scripture, take me to a song, and he like, you don't get to be sad about this situation. You don't. And everything happened the way that he did it today, and I was like, you just gonna keep on hitting me in my throat? I said, okay. I did like him a little bit. You just didn't let me have him. So then he said, don't. Over and over and over and over. You cannot. And he solidified it today. Not with what we getting ready to read right now, but what I read first. Because I read something else first. And then he's been saying a statement in my mind for 3 days. And I just was like, okay, I know that scripture. But today I went and read it. And I said, oh, it's relevant. Got it. Okay, whatever. So we're going to Ezekiel 33. Here we go. Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready? Dang it, I did not mean to do that. Great girl. Here we go. Is you ready? Okay. The word of the Lord came to me. He said, this is ERV, yes. Son of man, speak to your people. Say to them, whenever I bring enemy soldiers to fight against a country, the people choose someone to be a watchman. If this guard sees any soldiers coming, he blows the trumpet and warns the people. What is a pastor? What is a minister? What is a Christian? What is a follower of the Creator and the Savior? It's 45. Oh, I know. And it's wet over there, too. So I know y'all 45 a different code. Tell me. Hello? What are they? A leader of some sort. So a watchman. Supposed to be watchmen. They're supposed to. It says 42 and it feels like 35. Where am I today? That part. A whistleblower. Exactly. Okay. How many of you feel like you are the whistleblower in your family? How many of you feel like you're the watchman for these times that we live in right now? How many of you feel like you are the watchman for the people around you? You do, Jay? You do, Diana? You do? Okay. Interesting. Sarah? You do? You do? You do? Okay. Do you feel danger is approaching? Trouble? If this guard sees enemy soldiers coming, he blows the trumpet and warns the people. If people hear the warning but ignore it, I need the definition of hear, Hear. I need the definition of warning, and I need the definition of ignore, please. Hear, warning, ignore. Hear, warning, ignore. I need those three definitions. Can y'all get them for me, please? Right. Ignore means to deliberately, deliberately pay no attention to, disregard, or refuse to acknowledge a person, action, or piece of information. Oh. To hear, to listen with attention, and to heed. Warning means a notification or signal or advance notice that alerts individuals. Are those three words relevant to every single thing that is happening in 20 and 26? Hear is a verb meaning to perceive sound through the ears. It refers to the involuntary act of detecting auditory vibrations. It also means to receive information, learn news, or listen to someone. Interesting. Do you know people that you can apply those three words to right now? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. If people hear the warning but ignore it, the enemy will. Can you tell me the definition of will? W-I-L-L. In this context here? Ignore, to refuse to take notice of, ignoring their comments, to do nothing about or response to refuse to respond. When you send people stuff about getting their survival stuff and having enough shelf-stable food, is that what they did to you? Is that what they did? They refused to listen, refused to comment, refused to return your calls. Will refers to the faculty of conscious choice, determination, or desire. Will defines the mental faculty of the conscious choice, intention, or determination. I don't know if they're using this as a... Okay, we just go... Okay, so let's do will happen. Okay? And y'all know I ain't been in school in forever, so don't ask me how that applies. It's most, you said it's most people that fall into the 2/3 that will perish. Come on. Straight ignored me and changed the subject, told me to touch some grass. Oh, when they ain't gonna be able to touch none because it ain't gonna be none because it's about to be burned up. Will, to express frequent, customary, or habitual action and natural tendency of disposition. Will happen, there we go, is a future tense phrase indicating that an event is certain, scheduled, or predicted to occur. Listen now. Will happen is a future tense phrase indicating that an event is certain, scheduled, and predicted to occur. You said this must be, for me, because since you started reading, my phone keep ringing from these scammers. Uh-oh. Sorry, sister. Mm-hmm. It does, Sarah. It does. We got two Sarahs. We got Sarah, and we got Sarah Sarabi. Well, hi. Doubles. We got two Antoinettes. Two and two and two and two and two and two. Double for my trouble in the year 22. She in room 222. Hey, and I was 22. Listen. Okay, moving on. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. Double for my trouble every time. All right. If people hear the warning but ignore it, the enemy will capture them and take them away as prisoners. See? He always give me double for my trouble. 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. He do. Anyway, moving on. All right. Can I ask you a question? Right now at our airports, there is a warning going out that if you do not have all your papers, if you don't have this, if you don't have that, don't even, if you're not a legal citizen or have all your stuff together, don't even go to the airport. Because they are walking around the whole airport, everywhere, out where people getting dropped off, and they in the bathrooms, they everywhere. If you don't listen, you could be taken captive. Hello? So this is the living word right now, is it not? I was waiting for you to talk about current events so I could share something about that. Okay. Well, we still in class. Give it a minute. But is this happening? Right here, what we reading. Okay. Who remembers in 2017, 18, and 19 when we were hearing about all of the migrants coming across the border and being held in Walmart centers? All the way up to about 21. Anybody? You do? You? You? Okay. Back then, it was a crazy lady on another social media site that would say almost every month, "Hey, pay attention. Y'all okay with them doing it to the migrants? They about to do it to us." And I kept getting blocked. I mean, not me, the lady. People laughed at me. They called me crazy and ugly names. And in 20 and 26, you can be an American citizen and be shot down, arrested, abused by the very people that were doing that to the migrants in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and nobody cared. It was a crazy lady that said, watch how they are separating the mothers from the fathers and the children. You need to teach your children certain techniques because they are going to be taken away from you. And they laughed and they called that crazy lady all kind of stuff. And now there are American children that are separated from their parents as young as 2 months old. Are you hearing me? Train your children to be without you. Train your children to be without you. Train your children not to go to the door and answer it. Train your children to be quiet. Put them in a closet with headphones on, and until you say the secret word, don't come out. Train your children to cook for themselves or feed themselves because they might be separated away from you. Did you hear anybody in the last 5 years say that to you? Anybody? Okay. Have you, with your own eyes, in the last 4.5 years, okay, seen a child screaming as their parent is being taken away in the streets of America and there was nobody to get the child? If I recall, it was a 6-year-old little boy that was left in a car on the road. They took his daddy and cut out. So, you don't think it's important for your 6-year-old child to know every address, every phone number, all of everybody's names, just in case? No, it's not important. It's more important that they're cute. It's more important that their hair is laid. But in an emergency situation, they don't know what to do. Because you have pampered them and coddled them, trying to protect them, and you have made them a sitting duck. We are in perilous times. And coddling your children could get them unalived. Because those people do not care about hurting children. Do you hear me? You see it. That is their main goal. So you're not teaching your children about stranger danger, about only speaking, about only moving when you say move. They're already going door to door, asking your neighbors who live in your house, asking if they know if you're black or white or Hispanic. You don't think kids are going to give out that information? No, my friend Jeremy lives there, and his mom and his dad, and his mom is white, and his dad is black, and his grandpa lives there, and his name is Mr. Juarez, and don't let them have no candy. I had to keep my 12-year-old home yesterday because he had a dream that he was asked to take the M, and he said no and was unalive, but he came back. But my baby girl was afraid and took it. And it was a loud noise and everything was gone. Listen, it's a lot of people that got on here and was like, hold on, y'all. Hold on, son. Hello. Live teaching class. Are you on your way to work? Hold on. Y'all be seeing how my days go. As soon as I get doing something, I told you the kids. I've been sitting around waiting on a call all morning. I've been up since like 7. I've been texting. I've been waiting on calls. That's why I waited so late. Because I try to get them out of the way now before I talk to y'all. And they still putting their fingers under the door. Mommy, what you doing in there? What are you doing? Listen. He said, Queen, I've tried to teach them as I learn. I pray that Dad speaks to her heart. Because she knows. Listen. It's a real thing, sister. All of this is real. It's real crazy. It's what it is. Whew. So, y'all ready? We're going to get to it because them kids it'll probably be another one calling me in a minute. We just going to get to it. Here we go. If people hear the warning but ignore it, the enemy will capture them and take them away as prisoners. And they will be responsible for their own death. Okay? Did you hear what I said? I'm going to say it again. If they ignored the warning, they will be responsible for their own death. How many of you were here in 22? Or early 23, even 24? If you came between 23 and 24, raise your hand, please. Was. Okay. Okay. After about June or so of that year, when you went into Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, whatever CVS, did you start to see a specific line of items? When you got onto your other social media, the ads that pop up at the bottom, what were they about? Tell me. Long-term food storage. You said yes, and they're no longer in the store. Interesting. Okay. Who remembers a portent? Who remembers what a portent is? Can you tell me what a portent is? It's one of the first words we learned over here. What is a portent? Tell me, please. A warning. There was a portent that a person on social media said, hey, they're putting it out and they're not saying anything about it because the people that are paying attention are going to grab what they need. But when they need it, it will not be on the shelves. Do you remember? And then they can say, well, we alerted the public because 3 years ago in Walgreens, and we even sent letters home to the parents. We sent little backpacks with one little water and a, foil blanket. And that was our warning to the people that something could be happening. Do you guys remember this? And then people in our community started to say, hey, my kids have been in school for over this amount of time, and they sent home a waiver thing that they want me to sign saying, in case of some type of emergency, I need to be able to give your child potassium iodide, which is radiation treatment for their thyroid, just in case something nuclear or something happens. Do you all remember this? If you were here for that, do you remember? You do? Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Can you tell me what's in the news now? What is everybody worried about just right now? Tell me. Not just raw, a specific kind. What kind of raw are they worried about just right now? Razzie, tell me. Nuclear. So did the portent go out that you needed to have a gas mask? When you went to Sam's and Costco, did they have water straws in there? And water filtration systems in Sam's and Costco? Did they? In 22 and 23 and 24? They did. And now they're saying that the world's clean water supply 3 years later is no good because of AI centers. Or am I correct? 3 years later, technically 4, but we'll say 3 because we're giving you from middle of 22 to 23. So was there a portent that came forth across this here internet that said in just a short time there won't be any water? When you go to look for these survival things, they're not going to be on the shelves and you won't be able to get them. Was there a portent that came across the internet? They got to have that AI for everything and everybody else. Did a portent come across here? Tell me. Huh? Did a portent come across here that told you to start teaching your children to live without them because parents and children and husband and wives are going to be separated and you won't be able to talk to them? Did a portent come across this here internet that said that? Did it? Did a portent come across here that it probably, the grid ain't going to be no good, so you need to figure it out because if they hit an antimony spot, there won't be any power. Not power for running water, not power for gas, not power for none of it. Did a portent come across this internet for that? Okay. Let's keep going. I just want to see. I just want to see something. Because in a season, if God is speaking, you'll see something. Here we go. Oh, and again, it is not your fault that they did not prepare. Say it with me. It is not my fault that they didn't prepare. There was a specific person that God used to say, hey, say to them, if you do not care about your baby starving to death, I get it. No. What they talking about now? The stores is about to start emptying out real fast, and they talking about a lockdown. Oh, okay. It is not my fault. Because, go back up here now. You were the watchman for the people around you. Okay? Get this now. But they heard the warning and they chose to ignore it. They will be responsible for the deaths of their own children, for their spouse, for their mama and their daddy. You said, yep, the lines at the airport were horrendous. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all back in 22. I said, the airport's starting to feel like jail to me. And I'm not saying it like I said it. I'm telling y'all what God was showing me in 2012. Because I didn't fly from 2012 until 2022. But in 2012, I told people, I said, ain't nobody paying attention. Why they got them silver posts that look like firing posts with zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 on them? That's what they did to the Jews. And everybody on my other social media was like, you're looking too much into it. What's happening now at the airport 14 years later? Yes, and they have face scanners now. I opted out of doing that. Oh. What are they doing? What's happening in 2020? Ain't that the same thing that happened when the people went to the train station back in the day? They thought they was traveling to a new place and they was traveling to a jail. Is that not what happened? They was all dressed up, had their bags and everything, fur coats on and all that gold, put all their best jewels and stuff in their purse and in the suitcases, and you could still see that stuff piled up in the place where they was going after the transit. No. Ain't that what's over there in Auschwitz and all of those places? All of their belongings? All the gold and the silver and the diamonds and the furs and the rare pieces that they had. Oh, okay. Oh, like right now, because once they take you captive, your stuff is their stuff. Oh, so we watching history repeat itself real quick and real fast. You said, yep, I was about to say even gold fillings. Come on. Snatching folks' teeth out. Okay. Let's just keep reading. All right. If they had paid attention to the warning, they could have saved their own lives. Well, I'm going to go back and read this again. I yelled till my page got taken. Prepared only for 5 people agreed in 3 years. Okay, listen. They will be responsible for their own deaths. They heard the trumpet, but they ignored the warning. So they are responsible for their own deaths. If they had paid attention to the warning, they could have saved their own lives. I share so many posts on social media. I even make posts with pictures of things to get not one like or response, Niqua. And now this living word is about to be reality in your life, is it not? Is it? All of that. You sent text messages, you sent pictures, you sent classes, you sent links, you called them, you FaceTimed them, you waited until y'all got to the family functions and told them about a dehydrator and all of these things. How you been going to the food pantry and it's a good idea to maybe have this, a light bulb. Y'all even sent some as presents for people. Hello. You said, and it's really not that hard to add 5 or 10 cans of food you like to eat every week. It's simply disbelief. Okay. Yes, it is. It's already the living word. Okay. You said, Shanika, I didn't either of my family though. Saying that you said, yes, I was told, why are you the only one talking about this? No one else is, so I don't want to hear it. Ooh, now everybody's talking about it. You can't go anywhere and not hear it. Interesting. It is. I will repost your lives on Facebook Talk about it when they called, showed them some items, the whole 9. Interesting. I even sent them your survival videos. The response I got was nothing, or either the video too long for me to go through. Just tell me. I did, TT, and they said it was a part of I was part of a cult. Okay. You said it's not my fault they didn't prepare. You said I would send them classes early in the morning and they would call me pretending like they wanted to talk about it just to be weird. Yep, crickets. Crickets. Not y'all said crickets at the same time. Can I ask you a question? Watchmen and watchwomen. Did the things that you were trying to tell them about come to pass in the last 4 years since we've been here? Are they coming to pass as we are yet speaking? Because this stuff happening right now that hasn't even been reported. And I guarantee you it's in one of these 1,800 classes. You said yes, and it's kind of spooky. My family and friends said they're not going to let that happen to us, and did. Okay. Right. Interesting. They said the video was too long. I said, no, y'all attention spans are too short. Clocking these. Sorry, but yeah, that part. I just found out about all of this a couple months ago. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. Who feels special just a little bit? Folks are really blind and still don't believe nothing. They're choosing to. You said that now if I do I get it in, or I'm just gonna come to your place. Interesting. Who feels special? I do. I feel real special. I feel real special. You said sad thing is they put their trust in social media instead of putting it in God, and they really think nothing is gonna happen. Me, because I didn't think he used to listen to me, and you didn't even know the whole time. It was you wasn't listening to him. That's what, just a little bit. I made a post last month telling them to stock up with the tax money. Nobody responded. Girl, I know they didn't. A whole lot of it, that part. And I'm waiting on my box of rice to come. Come on. Come on. It's some of them being delivered today, too. I, it's okay. All right. See, special, what we feel is special, the world would say was nothing. Until they know it's everything. You said I seen where a lady was telling someone to go get some straws. She said they were 3 for $60 now at Costco. Wow. TATNAIPLACE. TATNAIPLACE@gmail.com. Gotta get my box of right intent next. Come on. You said, and I'm waiting on my air. Come on. Listen. This is the thing. The little bit I've done doesn't feel like enough at all. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay. Real quick. Please stop saying I don't have all that I need. Because you don't know if that's true or not. Do you hear me? Don't let that come out your mouth no more. Instead of saying that, say thank you, God, for sending me everything that I need. None of us know what all we gonna need. I don't know that I have all I need, but I'm not about to keep saying that. I'm just about to keep asking him with the same energy I say that, I can say, God, can you send it? The devil wants you to keep saying that. So you don't have it. Because whatever you say, you're going to have. So let's clear that up real quick. Because I keep seeing that. And I don't like it. Okay? You don't know what God is going to have somebody sent. You don't. But you keep saying you ain't got it. So that's why you don't. Now that was one of our first lessons over here. Quiet as kept. We might be preparing our store for someone else. This part. Thought about that the other day, sister. I said, because I'm on the fault line, so. And he already showed me a dream years ago about me falling into the earth, and I had a little car that looked like the one I got right now, and I be spooked out every time I look out over and see it. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes. You said that's my prayer for our community. Thank you, Dad, for continuing to bless us all with what we need. Right. Right. And when we look around, we don't think we got what it is that we need the way Saul thought that David had to wear his uniform to go fight this part. Listen, we don't know how God about to do it, okay? But the fact that we listened and we made an effort, again, we will be rewarded for that in whatever way that God chooses to do it. Maybe he take us out, we never have to use nothing. But like you said, we might... Okay, so I'm not just tripping. So this thing is not working. Okay. I thought I was going crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get this cord. This is why my devices are not charging. I don't know. That is crazy. Crazy. I'm grateful though. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like people be like, "You're weird." Yep, and is, and love it too. Cause weird done kept me ahead of the game for a long time. I'd rather be weird and know what's going on than be in everybody's face and don't have no clue of what is coming my way. So I'll take it. You hear me? Is this not still gonna charge? Seriously? So is it my box? Maybe that's it. It's the box. It gotta be, because yeah, I think Mm. Ugh. Seriously. Okay. I be having technical difficulties over here. He said, I keep saying we have everything we need. Right. Because you don't know if you do or not. He's okay. How many of you have way more than you did in 22? Way more than you did in 23. Way more than you did in 24. Way more than you did. And see, you probably didn't pack stuff away and don't even realize it. You said me. And did he give you time to get it? When you found out about the portent, when the warning came, you thought you didn't have much time. He gave you 4 years. People are getting a 3-month head start. They are now suggesting we participate in blood drives at work, not start with the lawmakers. That part. Go on and get their stuff. We know y'all vampires anyway. Y'all, the people that need it ain't gonna get it. Y'all gonna be indrinked it, looking like the people on Underworld. Girl got stuff everywhere. You said weird and know what's going on, or a normal sitting duck. You said laugh out loud. I'm gonna choose weird. That part. This part, Nixie Poo. You said me, I just opened a box looking for something else and didn't realize I had some light bulbs in that box. Okay. Y'all done been buying stuff and God let you forget about it. He did me the same way. Little things. We didn't go and, I mean, some of y'all was able to cash out. I ain't gonna put everybody in the same thing. Some of y'all was able to cash out, but I done had to give my stuff little by little still. And I had a lot of stuff when I met y'all, but God has blessed me to get other things since. And I didn't go and just say, okay, I'm about to buy everything. No, I'm still little by little. Y'all see, I just got these little fermentation kits the other day. I try to get 1 or 2 things, maybe 3 things. 3 things could be 10 things of salt in a month. And an extra thing of garlic powder. An extra $30 a month add up when you're trying to stock and do what you're trying to do. You said I found another DVD player. Exactly. You said we have everything. Still got to get stuff for the new baby though. That's funny. He already answering the prayers. It'll be something at y'all door in the morning or tomorrow at some time. Oh, girl, Daddy is already answering your prayers. You and that my nephew was on my mind this morning. It'll be something at your door in the morning. Literally. That is crazy. That's how. He already answering Nisi Poo. That's nuts. It's a couple other people he put on my mind this morning, and so some stuff is going out y'all way. Listen, that's crazy. You said I was cleaning my closet and found some beeswax candles that I forgot about, an extra butane stove I got. Exactly. That's crazy. I have way more and I look way better. Come on. You said, oh, I have been stressing because in those times, money real. He already providing stuff, girl. You was on the so if you was thinking about it, let me see what time it was. I could tell you what time he put you on mine today, because he put you and a couple other people on at the same time. Let me see what time I sent this message. I can tell you. $10:17. About 10 o'clock this morning. And I don't know where y'all at, if y'all ahead of me or behind me, but at 10 o'clock this morning, God put that little baby on the inside of your stomach and their mom and dad on my heart to do a specific thing. And the order is already placed. Okay? It'll be some stuff on up tomorrow. Look at God. See? You see? Don't cry. Don't cry. I'm giving them away. I'll open up another box, and there's another damn DVD player. I better not find another one. Auntie, listen. Yes, don't. TT, if you find it, I'm going to scream that part. You hear me? Listen, this is a real community. And you said I was praying about financial needs around that time because of the situation had happened. That was quick. It's okay. God is getting ready to take care of it. Okay? I need you to go write down while you're in class, if you can, if you're not working or anything, go get a pen and paper right now and write down everything that you need and put thank you on the top. I'm talking about everything. I don't care what it is. I don't care how big it seems to you or him. I need you to do some intercessory real quick. Anoint your eyes and your ears. Okay? Touch your hands, and I need you to make all the hair on my body is standing up. Make a list. If you can do it right now, I need you to do it right now. I'm talking about every bill, car, baby, everything. I need you to write it down. And then you can come back to class. But I need you to get that list folded up. And if you have a book or a shelf somewhere where you can stick it at and just leave it there, I need you to put it up higher than you. Because that's where my daddy is. He's higher than you. So I need you to write it and then fold it, okay? And stick it up in between something in your closet. Put time and date on it right now today if you can. Okay? Make your petition to God, and we looking forward to hearing. Okay. 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 As soon as you can get to some paper, put your petition up. Okay? He know what he doing. Listen, we don't, okay. Listen. If God would have told me that all of the things that have transpired since I moved back here was gonna happen, I probably wouldn't have came. Right? Especially the first 90 days I was here. I definitely would have like rerouted myself. But I can sit here and tell you today that I'm happy that I didn't. I'm happy that I didn't know. I'm happy for every trial, every tribulation, because even in today's lesson, he's showing me something. Okay? Me. Even in today, right now. Okay? God is revealing things, but he is also allowing us to go through things so that we can see him. Because if we can't see him now, how are we going to see him when the stuff that's happening over there is happening over here? Because it's already happening. People are already talking about it. Some oil refineries that didn't caught on fire in Texas and Louisiana and some other places. Hello, California. TTI, listen, and all my stocking up carried us through my husband's layoff period. We almost divorced because I listened, but in the end, he's seen how it saved us and our marriage restocking again. Come on, it. You said what? Because we talked about having to use some of this stuff maybe before it even happened, and you are a confirmation of that. Huh? I told y'all they was gonna fuss. I said just don't listen, because they'll be happy in a minute. Who remember? I said, if you got to sneak it in, sneak it in. I know they're not going to be happy about it. I'm telling you, I already went through it. I said, but once whatever start happening, they going to be happy you did. And look, now you got your partner back. Now you got your partner back. Look at God. Like, again, we don't know what's going to happen. But God wants us to be prepared, and he sends a warning. And if you listen, he didn't say it was going to be easy preparing for what was coming. He just said prepare. You had to restructure. You had to stop doing things that felt good to this. Okay? Because this is what was controlling a lot of us before we got together over here. Who gonna be honest? This right here. This was controlling a lot of us when you came here. But now you've managed to allow God to help you get this under control. This flesh. And the things of the spirit are more, not that you don't live in the flesh, but you definitely go to the spirit first and be like, am I supposed to be over here? Okay. You think about what the spirit would think about your actions, the way you move, how you handle people, the money you spend. How many of you started being more responsible with your money and lack left? Whether you got a job or not, you got everything you need. Can you raise your hand? When you started doing well with the little that he was giving you, or the lot, you stopped seeing lack. And whether you had money or not, you had food in your refrigerator. Whether you worked for it or not, stuff showed up at your house. Strangers sending you gifts and stuff, getting stuff from people you will never meet in your life, but it's stuff showing up. Oh, okay. Was that happening when you wasn't managing your finances and you was just blowing money and doing crazy stuff? Was that happening then? I know y'all cabinets be full. You said yes, and not to brag. Come on. Not only that, I know since you've been here, you've been able to help other people, whether your situation is crazy or right now or not. You said yes, it's been happening like that for us lately, girl. Cause listen, when you sow, you reap, pumpkin. Just know that. You keep being faithful. God got something for y'all. And y'all young people, so y'all get to be a witness to the people that's right around y'all. Y'all got more faith than a lot of old people, I promise you. Listen to you, Tizzy. You said and do every thought and move, every word, action. I'm hoping I'm doing good will, God's will or good will. And if it's not, I'm asking for forgiveness and guidance. Okay. I absolutely love it here and is. You said stuff falling when I go to look for something. Come on. Obedience is the best ingredient. Baby, listen. Where my things at? Oh, okay. You said who cutting onions? No, you said, oh no, not when I was cutting up. You said, wow, auntie, you have me in real tears like always. Things have been heavy, but now I have confirmation that it's all for me to be trained on listening to God's direction sharply. Yeah. You said when I changed my ways, bills, rent, and everything went down. Hallelujah. Thank you, Chick. That's why when people be like, you need to, all my needs are met. And this was even before y'all. But you don't work, but my needs are met. And I don't got to steal from nobody. I don't got to lie. I don't got to cheat. I just got to do what God tell me to do. Go where he say the golden tokens is, and everything I need is going to be provided. I've been doing this a long time. You just don't know the trick yet. That's why. And it's not a trick. It's right there in the word. He said that if I seek the kingdom first, listen to what he say, learn of his will, everything else is going to be added unto me. You don't get it. Okay. You said about to have me in here shouting, girl. And yeah, it's been difficult. It's not easy. Depending on some being that you cannot see, but it's better. Can I get an amen? You want to depend on your job. You want to depend on your car. You want to depend on your health and your strength. He will strip all of that and still take care of you. Hello. Strip your bank account. Strip you from your spouse that you think is the reason why you got everything and still gonna pay the bills. Even if you don't have a house, he will provide a hotel. If you don't have a hotel, he'll provide a car. If you don't have a car, he'll provide a floor in between a bathroom and somebody. Listen, I done been there. Huh? Didn't have no car when my daughter got diagnosed with a brain tumor. Did not. Was worried about how I was going to get her an hour and some minutes away. Oh, they provided a medical cab. And then the people start requesting us because we were so cool. You said what? And got blessed by the people that would listen. They got a blessing and so did I. Huh? And then had the people at the school sending home envelopes full of money because I didn't have no job, but I wasn't asking nobody for nothing. I would go into the closet, my Jesus, go into the closet where my daddy was at and ask him to provide my need. And my daughter would walk in the door while I'm in tears, in prayer, and hand me an envelope with $700 in it, worth of gift cards and food cards and gas cards and okay. Then God turned around and said, since I put you through such a hard time, I'm going to let these people pay your move in where you going. They going to pay up 2 months of your rent. Oh, and I'm going to send you on a Disney trip that's worth about $25,000 and give you $1,600 in spending money and a rental car and stuff. Y'all don't got to pay for nothing. Just go and have a good time. Eat as much as you want. Do what you want. And you're going to go to the front of the line at every single park that you go to and wherever you go. Yeah, it was a Make-A-Wish trip. It don't mean nothing because people don't know that 2 years almost to the date I prayed and said I want to take all of my kids to Disney. God, and I don't know how you going to do it. But I want to take them to all the parks they want to go to. God said, Make-A-Wish gonna pay for it. And then turn around, and by the time we got to her Make-A-Wish trip, God had already gave her sight back. Say what? So she could see all of her blessings. And she got there the day before her 11th birthday. You said, huh? That's when they cashed the check that had expired and called me by name and with nobody else in the bank but me. And they said, oh, we've been waiting on you. Huh? For what? We need that check in your hand. We about to give you cash for an expired check that you couldn't get cash before you got down here. Call me by name. Ain't nobody in here but me and the people. Hello? Hello? Wait for who? He put us at the front of every line. People was mad. And they looking at us. Ain't nobody in no wheelchair or nothing, baby. We walking. Huh? We got back 2 years to the date that I asked God to send us, which was October the 5th. I asked him on October the 5th, 2012, to see. I still got the debit card. It was a Disney debit card because I started my business, baby, with $25 because that's all I had. Started my business account, and it was a second chance business account, checking account, if that. He said, that don't mean nothing. Because ain't none of the money you work for going to pay for you to go. I'm going to fund it. I just need you to go and lay hands on these people at this cancer hospital. I need you to talk to every single person that drives you to the Proton Center and back. I need you to give them scriptures and oil and give them mustard seeds and pray over the mothers that have children with leukemia. I need you to pray over the doctors that's about to be working on these kids. I got some stuff for you to do, and then I'm going to pay you at the end of it. He always does. When I went to the shelter, I said, I need a job. He said, you got one. Pray for her. Go lay hands on him. Watch his kids while he go to work. I'm in a wheelchair, and these kids is bad. He said, I know. Watch his kids so he can go get a job. While you're in the shelter, while you've turned your ACL, while you're trying to go to school, while you don't have a car or a job, and been taken away from your kids and don't know if you about to get put out because you've been here too long. And then he said, just keep working because I got something for you. He said, I'm going to repay you for everything that you've been doing in secret, and the world will know. Well, this the confirmation of that. This the confirmation of the world will know who you are to me, and that I had you doing every single thing that you went through. All them days you cried and had to walk with the 2 backpacks on your back so you could go to the grocery store when there was plenty of people around you that you gave rides to that wouldn't even come and take you to the after your daughter. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm about to show you. All the books you gave away that nobody knew you gave away, and you was just trying to help people understand. I'm about to repay you. All the pajamas that you bought for people's kids that had never had a pair of pajamas. Oh, okay. I'm going to send you so many pajamas that you got to give some away to other people. The journals you bought so that people could write letters to me. Oh, okay, you're going to have so many, you're going to give them away. Huh? The snacks and cakes that you baked for people and took over theirs because you wanted them to feel special. You listened. Oh, yeah, it's going to be people sending you snacks and cakes. So many you can't even eat them all. Huh? You said, and look how many robes you have now. This part, more than I've ever had in my life. When I tell you this place is the confirmation that me being homeless, me being mistreated, me not being able to work for 20 years, and everybody called me lazy, and God said, you're working for me. You work for me. You got a job. It don't matter what they think. Just keep being available at 3 o'clock when this person calls you from overseas because they want to unalive themselves. I need you to talk to them for 6 hours. I'm going to pay you for it. It's okay. You hear me? So your trouble is a part of your blessing. And every single thing that you go through in this moment, that's why you need to write it down. Because it's when he come back and pay you for what you did, it's all gonna be relevant to every single thing you went through. I promise you. Listen. That part. Do you hear me? Every time y'all come in here and tell a testimony, it makes me think about something that I went through and what he told me I was going to have to do and have to say, and the stories I was going to have to tell about myself that people kept wanting me to hide. He said, no, bring your head. Thank you. Do you hear me? Listen, even down to watching my enemies fall. Why would he bring me back here? You hear me? I'm seeing a lot. The pain that other people cause me, I'm watching them figuratively cry those same tears. I only had to cry them for a little while. They gonna cry them for the rest of their life. I cried them for 14 years until they, and not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, whole families. Do you hear me? I'm seeing some stuff. You hear me? You said this morning the guy was leaving the food bank trying to carry the box in a book bag. He kept falling, and I stopped and asked him, did he want me to take it to his house? And when I got there, he said, ma'am, I want your snacks. You said we need a cupcake. You said TT Bake Sale, that part. Cried all the way home because people not nice anymore, and it's not even my car. Girl, and have. Keep on. Girl, people used to let me use that. Listen, my friend that came in here and used to be in my class, the one that y'all heard say about the choking stuff, girl, I used to be taking her car to go do all kind of stuff like it was mine. I'm gonna put some gas in it and I help put the tires and stuff on it, but I gotta go take somebody to a doctor's appointment. Nigga ain't even got no car. I'm gonna need to use your ride. Thank you. I got some stuff. The Lord, he already told me you're gonna give me the keys. Thank you. I put some gas in it. He told me to call you and tell me I need to use your car today. Thank you. Uh-huh. You say your word gives me chills, and I love it. You are a mighty woman of God, and your testimony is so beautiful. Thank you, girl. One time I complained. I was like, God, why you won't give me a car? I want to drive myself. He said, you don't like being chauffeured? I said, okay. I didn't see it like that. I didn't see it like you was. I didn't see it like that. I felt like I gotta ask people for a ride. He said no. I provide, girl. I provided a ride everywhere you need to go. Cause my friends used to say, I feel like I'm your chauffeur, and I wouldn't say nothing, but that's what he told me. I was like, that's crazy. Cause I do a lot. I was like, I'm tired of asking people for rides. He said, you don't like being chauffeured around? I never looked at it like that. Because even to call a sedan service, you got to call. To get a limo, a Uber, you have to make a request. No? So he had people Ubering me. I'm talking about across state lines, too. I ain't talking about no little places. Out of town, everything. And they'll have to bring me back. He'll bless them for it, but in real life. In real life. And I used to be like, this is crazy. You said you're going to take me to... Really? It just happened. It just happened in October. What did I tell y'all? For how many weeks did I tell y'all that I thought God wanted me to go to Arizona and lay hands on my brother? And I kept saying I didn't want to go. Remember? Who remembers this? Well, then you need to be, Beautiful Rose, you need to be watching videos on YouTube. Who remembers this? Y'all remember? You remember, Diana? And I kept saying, I feel like God want me to go. I didn't have no money to buy no tickets. Get no room, no rental car, nothing. I did not have that money. I said, well, you keep telling me you want me to go, but When you gonna send the finances? Hello? He said, don't worry about it. And then Mr. Ring came and said, you want to go on a trip? Do. We can go wherever you want to go. Well, let's go to the West Coast. And I can't come to the West Coast without seeing my family. So, do you mind driving me all the way to this other state while we're on vacation, meeting each other for the first time? No, don't worry about it. I'll buy whatever you want me to do. And yes, I will pay for you to go there and drive back. And, right. Me and my brother just talked about it yesterday. I said, you didn't know this, but God had been telling me that I had to come see you and pray over you and wash your feet. Do y'all know my brother? Y'all prayers too. My brother is better. I mean, looking like his old self. He's still doing it. Flew me however many thousand miles away, rented the car to let me drive a couple 100 miles away, to be there for 3 hours, to turn right back around and drive back and then fly back. He been doing it since I was a kid. I'm trying to tell y'all how it worked. Nigga, he ain't let me have a job for real in 20 years. What you mean? I had a hustle, but no job. Maybe one or two. This has literally been my life since I was 11 years old. No joke. And I don't care if people understand it or not. You don't have to live it. Yes. God is about his business. He is. And once you quit trying to control it and let go and just be like, I just need my daily bread. That's what you need for today. We be stressed out about 2 weeks from now. You don't even know if you're going to be alive. It sounds different to everybody. There's not one, he speaks in a lot of different voices. He can speak to you through the TV. He can speak to you through a book. It's not one auditory sound that he makes. He's God of all. So he can come to you sounding like your grandmother. And what I mean by that is he will use your grandmother's voice that you know to make you remember something that she said at the time that you need to remember it. Right? And so you think you hearing what your grandma said to you, but it's really God just using a voice that's familiar to you. And I'm not talking about voices in your head. I'm saying the thought. But when you hear it, it ties to an instruction or something like that your uncle or mom or dad, my kid. Okay. How many of y'all say y'all hear me in y'all head when you go in the store? Yes. He talks to me through a lot of different ways. It's not just one way that he talks. He can talk to me through his word, through books, a song, animals. He can talk to me through agriculture, however he wants. Okay. Do y'all really think that be me? Y'all have whole conversations with me in y'all head, and from what y'all say, I'll be answering y'all. Y'all think that's me? He just knows I'm a voice of alarm for y'all. So that would be a voice that makes you prick your ear up, like your dog ain't gonna answer nobody else. But they hear you. You said no, but it feels like it, right? So he used my voice. Y'all tell me all the time, "Sir, I was about to buy this." That was God talking to you. He just used my voice to do it. Not at all. God talks to us with the voice he knows we listen to. Exactly. He know if he put my godmother, I'll be like, okay. You did not have to use her voice. Why you gotta use her voice? You said no, Dad using your voice for sure, but it does feel like you. Exactly, but it be him telling you because I don't be knowing what all of y'all be. Ain't no way I'm talking to all of y'all at one time in y'all mind. That's the voice of reason. Listen, you said that be our dad with your voice and head shake too. You said, listen, you said it's a trip, especially not to buy something. This part, that part. You said I was so sad I wanted to buy something out of a boutique in Vegas, and I heard your voice say, "Queen, now is this survival or is this something you want?" You said you be in my dreams very deep. As a child, my grandma died years before, and I dreamt that she told me to be nice to my siblings. Good. See, you said, I'm like, okay, fine. Not you and Queen having the same meltdown right now at the exact same time. Y'all are twins. Y'all said the same thing. It's a trip, especially not to buy something. She said, I'm like, okay, fine. And you said the same thing. Not the twins that's having a twin moment. That is funny. I know how it goes. Have a good day, Valerie. Listen, I know how it go. So yeah, God used, like my baby said, God used whatever voice he know you're gonna listen to. And just so happens sometimes right now it be mass. I'm grateful for it. Because think about people that don't hear any voices in their head. And I don't mean like voices like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, it ain't no voice of reason. It ain't no nothing in there. I don't want to live like that. I hear you saying be quiet. Don't say nothing. Let them talk, girl. That be my daddy. Zero conscience. Yeah, I don't ever want to be there. Ever. And that has everything to do with the other part we gonna read today. Let's get to it. Come on. We didn't been in here 3 hours. Come on. All right. Maybe all over the place. You said he hijacked my daughter's radio the one day with her phone connected, and it jumped to the song I was going to text her, and it totally started playing, interrupted her song. I know you was scared, because when he do that to me, it freaks me out. Queen, every time I'm in the store, the same exact words, her facial expressions come in my mind. Now he be giving y'all the... Do you need it? Is it important? Is it valuable or is it expensive? Which one is it? Listen, he said, I even hear your clap when he's trying to get me to pay attention. I believe it. That's a scary place, that part. Listen, even in my lowest of lows, there was never zero conscience. That part, Sarah. Come on. 3 hours away. No. Listen, you said God asked me to pray over people, but I haven't done it before, and I'm really nervous to do it, but I feel like I should listen. Yeah, because if you don't and something happened to you, that's on your own. We about to get to it. You stay right there. Mr. Sorrentini, you stay right there. I got something for you. You stay right there. This what we about to read is for you. Yes, it's the second phase. You said I was supposed to go on a trip in June. God said cancel it. In your voice, and look what's happening with all the stuff. See, you said the look. Lord, this girl. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to these kids, and we'll finish. Wait, just hold on. Just give me a second. I'm working and working. I'm working double jobs, double for my trouble. Hold on. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. I am always working a double job. A double, double, double. Okay. Here we go. Let's get this going. You said, level, I'll be in a situation and get a glimpse of something you said. Trust me, I would stand up and walk out of the function. Nothing said. Hilarious. God asked, I was supposed to go. Oh, I got all of them. Okay. So let's get back to this because this is for everybody then. Maybe that's why he changed what we were going to read. And then I'll have y'all read that on your own. I'm going to get to these kids. They said y'all taking up too much of their time. Here we go. All right. So we're back here at Ezekiel 33, verse 6. So it says, but what if the guard sees the soldiers coming, but does not blow the trumpet? Since he doesn't warn the people, the enemy will capture them and take them away as prisoners. They will be taken away because they sinned, but the guard will also be responsible for their death. Who is that right now? Who does that apply to right now, today, March the 24th in 2026? It does, but there's a specific group of people. The pastors. The pastors. The bishops that's still telling people, you about to get all these riches, and as soon as our economy crashes, everybody gonna wake up broke. They won't even have money to go get the things that they need. And the portents, you cannot tell me that the pastors did not see them because they shop at places like that for the church. So a lot of these ministers and bishops that's been begging people for their money and taking people money and spending it on leathers and cars and big screen TVs in the church, when these people get taken or they die of hunger, that blood is on those pastors' hands. Do you get me? When these people take the mark because they don't have anything, that is on those reverends' heads. Because you were the watchmen. Things were happening. The Bible was unfolding, and you chose to ignore the warnings and didn't blow the horn and tell my people to get ready for what I said was coming. It definitely is. Okay. It says, since he doesn't warn the people, the enemy will capture them and take them away as prisoners. They will be taken away because they sinned, but the guard will also be responsible for their deaths. Now, Son of Man, I am choosing you to be a watchman for the family of Israel. If you hear a message from my mouth, you must warn the people for me. Now listen, and I'm just using me as an example, okay? I'm using me as an example. How many times have we come into class and I say, y'all, I don't know why, but I believe God is telling me we need to get XYZ. And then within a very short time, whether we all need it or not, somebody in our class has been in an area where whatever it is that we had just picked up, they needed to use it. Whether it be the floods in Tennessee and all of that, the power going out and having to use it, the cooking on the what's the name and all of that, like everything. Okay, that's interesting. I saw a pastor for the first time at the church I go to for the food bank. He was nice, acknowledged everybody, and said, "Good to see you." Interesting. Huh? But his feet moved quick. Interesting. What if I didn't say nothing? What if I didn't say nothing about all of this? About teaching your children. And what if I didn't say nothing? And I just got on here and was like, oh, the Lord gonna bless y'all and pray for some money and get a house. And yeah, God wants you to live well. That is the exact opposite of what I said. I said, you need to downsize. He told me because the economy was going to crash. You need to start. Exactly, Sarah. You hear me? You said you would be just like everyone else. I'm just saying, now that you are living what God told us was going to happen, do you understand the fire that used to shoot up from my feet when pastors came in here telling y'all not to listen to me? When religious folks said, she's a witch, don't listen to her, God is going to take care of us, we don't have to worry about that. Now do you see why I used to be angry? Because you want these people to starve to death. You want them to not be able to have clean water. You want their children to freeze and burn up and starve. That's what you are saying when you come in here and you tell these people not to listen to me. And I'm not saying to me, but I'm the person God is using to warn people in this space right here, right now. You in here telling these people, you don't need to do that. God is going to take care of us. God says, do not fear. When at the end times, he said men's hearts was going to be given out for what? From what? Fear. He didn't say the whole time. He said, but at the end times. Oh, no. No, you're not supposed to hear fear. He said, but the stuff I'm bringing is going to have everybody scared. Even the mountains are going to tremble. What are you talking about? He said the mountains are going to tremble because of my presence. And you going to try to use that right now when he said everybody was going to run in fear. Sister. That's why understanding time dispensation is a thing. Because what applied before salvation, a lot of that stuff is under the blood. Oh, okay. So then it's not that it's not good and this and that, but what time are we in? We in the time after Jesus. Well, now we're in the end times when he's about to come back. And so what was going on prior to whatever date that he's kicked this off, it don't apply right now. Because we in a different time. We're in the end times. And at the end times, he said there was going to be things that people had never seen. There was going to be sights in the heavens. There was going to be lack. There was going to be world devastation like the world has never seen before. There was going to be beings that are going to come out of the earth that have been hidden for generations, thousands and thousands of years. And you want to keep telling people they don't got nothing to worry about. He said it wasn't going to be no water, that the rivers and the lakes was going to dry up. And you don't got people storing water and storing food. He said, well, you wasn't going to be able to buy or sell unless you took the mark. And you telling people they don't got to worry. Mind blowing. So you don't even believe the word then. You don't believe what God said. Faith over fear. But you have to have ears to hear to push past the fear. Come on, Sarah. Come on, tell them. Here. Say that. Because they didn't hear you in the back. Oh, okay. All right. Hello. 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 No, I don't want to think about the bad stuff that's coming, but if I sit and do nothing, it's going to be worse. So let me get up and at least try to soften the blow. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I don't got to sit here like no sitting duck either. You just gonna let somebody swing on you? No, you gonna square up. Try to protect your face. Block something. They got these folks wide open. Do you hear me? And in a minute, whether you got the money or not, you're not gonna be able to buy it because it ain't gonna be on the shelf. Hello. There won't be anything to buy. He told us that too. He said you gotta fight. God made us to be strong warriors. Did. And look how they just laying down and letting the enemy run all over. I don't know no parts of it. Got me over here rocking back and forth, girl, because it's crazy. You talking about you love the Lord. Well, why you don't listen to him? You can't tell me you love me and I try to tell you something you don't never listen. Then you don't love me like you say, because when you love somebody, you listen to them. I believe they're going to lead people right to the destruction. They already doing it. If you don't come to church, you not saved. So what happened when the Antichrist take over all the churches? That's been put in their mind. To worship, you have to come to the house of the Lord. Well, when they change it to the AC churches, what's going to happen? You said, hello, what's going to happen? They have been told the only place that I can worship is the place that is a church. So if I don't go to church, I'm not going. Listen. Okay, let's just keep going, because family, that's why I'll be like, here we go. If you hear a message from my mouth, you must warn the people for me. I might say to you, these evil people will die. Then you must go warn them for me. If you don't warn them and tell them to change their lives, those evil people will die because they sinned. But I will make you responsible for their deaths. Can we do an example? And I'm gonna use myself, because that's who I'm gonna use. That's what y'all know. Can I use myself? I know for a fact that there is over 500 million people that came across our page. I know this. In the total time that we were on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram before this year, there's over 500 million people that came across our page in one way or another. Okay? Because we made it to that billion hashtag thing. We made it to, I was just looking at the views, 17 million views on this, 18 million views on, it was crazy, the numbers. I was just looking at them. Okay? What if I got on here and played in all of them faces, and what's happening right now is happening right now? Do you realize how many people's souls I would be accountable for if they died or took this mark? Now, I delivered my soul, so I don't got to worry about it. I screamed it at the top of my lungs for however many hours a day. Could you imagine? 500 million people, when I stand in front of God and I say, well, I could have told him, but could you imagine? And I only been on here a couple of years. Think about the people that have had millions of Christians watching their videos on YouTube and wear TBN and all of this stuff for decades. How many people you think came across their stuff? And they told them what they wanted to hear instead of what they were supposed to tell them. And a lot of them people dead and gone now. Huh? That's something you would want on your back? This part she not me. That's something you would want on your back? That's what I was thinking. All of the people who have attended churches and left without even a breath of God touching them. Sarah, you can walk around with that on your neck, on your shoulders, and be okay, and just take people money and live a fabulous life. You will be okay. You said people are in denial about the current situation and planning on building vacation homes. Oh, okay. Okay. So if you ever wondered where that fire came from, it's right there. It ain't gonna be because I didn't say it. You said I would feel so guilty. You said nope, I don't want that on my conscience. I would feel so guilty. You don't even want to. Okay. So now do you see why I was ready to go to war in a sense and say, listen, I don't care what you say. My daddy don't lie to me. When he tells me something, it happens. And I know you don't know me from Adam, but these things are coming. Please believe me. Do you hear me? Because when God has called you to be a watchman and you do not warn the people, their blood is on your hands. Look at how many have gone, but they heard it. I did my job. Whether they ignored the warning or not, I gave it. What God told me to speak, just like in here, about what was coming, the destruction, the enemies, the soldiers coming into the cities. We talked about soldiers being on our cities. And at that time, soldiers were not on our cities, but soldiers are in our cities now. You said in Jonah, he literally ran for an assignment for 3 days. Do you hear me? Did we talk about soldiers being in American streets? And people's like, no, that's not true. And now soldiers are riding in tanks and shooting people down in the street. Hello? You said, yes, this was for me because I be ready to fight when people call me crazy, but I'd rather that than be responsible for their demise. Listen, my old synagogue of Satan auntie, yo, old SOS, is still doing prophetic services on Thursday nights and posting Facebook Live on Sundays. I just ran across the bishop on TikTok, still no warnings. Auntie, I wonder if Dad will have a section in heaven called CERCA TROVA Party of a Million. That'll be crazy. I don't know. I just hope he let me in. I told you I pick up one leaf at a time, and if he just let me in there. I don't know if he is or not. But do you see how crazy that is? All these people that you wanted, all these followers, and where did you lead them to? Did you lead them to the mark? Did you lead them to starvation? Did you lead them to severe hydration? Dehydration? Where did you lead them to? Everybody want to be a leader, but where are you leading them to? Ruin? Because all of those fancy things are about to mean nothing overnight. The big houses, nothing. The cars, you won't even be able to drive them because there's not going to be any gas. And God told us that. When people go talking sideways after Dad told me to warn them, I just say, don't hurt the messenger and apply the message and walk away. Ezekiel be hidden. Shall do. We about to finish it. Come on in. Look. Woo. He said, but I will make you responsible for their deaths. But if you do warn the evil people to change their lives and stop sinning, and if they refuse to stop, they will die because they sin. But you have saved your life. Oh, if I'm going to go to hell, it ain't going to be for y'all. And I don't want to go. But it ain't going to be because I didn't tell y'all. That's one thing that's not going to happen. Now, slip and fall on a tall tree at one point in time, that's something different. That's something I do against my own body. And I'm just being funny. I'm not being serious because I don't even want no trees around me. You said I was talking with my nephew yesterday. He goes to church, and I asked him if his pastor was warning his people about getting ready. He said yes, he's talking about it. Okay, so he might be one out of a few. I ain't saying it ain't none. I'm saying for the amount of ministers and bishops that get on this internet and everywhere else hooping and hollering all the time, we should have more. You said keep a straight mode line. That part. I don't want no parts of it. You hear me? In real life. Okay, come on. Now, I need y'all to go because we're going to skip through this because I got to get back to my kids. Can you go to verse 32? The rabbis want a nuclear war so as to bring the Messiah down. Oh, I know. We knew. We know. We knew. We know it's coming. Can y'all go to verse 32 real quick? And then I'm going to get out of here and I'll come back later. I need to get in here and do this chicken broth and some stuff. I took a little bit of time off yesterday. I had to bag up some vegetables and seal them. It's just a lot going on in here. I need to make some bread mix and all because I still ain't made my bread mix. Y'all down at 32? Huh? Okay. Ooh. Well, excuse me. Let's go to 30. 30, y'all. I'm sorry. Go to 30 real quick. Go back up to 30. You said same fam. I gotta do this kitchen. Girl, Sarabe. Wish I had an assistant. Nigga, somebody at least come talk to me while I'm cleaning up. Dang. Oh. I tear it up. Ain't nobody to help me clean it up. Just me. Just me. It says, and now about you, son of man. Your people lean against the walls and stand in their doorways talking about you. They tell each other, come on, let's go hear what the Lord says. So they come to you as if they were my people. I'm going to say that again. So they come to you as if they were my people. They sit in front of you as if they were my people. They hear your words, but they will not do the things you say. They only want to do what feels good. They only want to cheat people and make more money. You are nothing to these people but a singer singing love songs. You have a good voice. You play your instrument well. They listen to your words, but they will not do what you say. But the things you sing about really will happen, and then the people will know that there was a prophet living among them. Who feels like that right now? Oh, okay. Oh. You said what? What? Because whether you in Africa, China, Japan, Canada, the islands, people telling you the same song. They ain't got to worry about nothing. Huh? All around the world, people are singing the same song. They don't need to worry about nothing. Their God has them. No? Ain't that what we hearing? We ain't all in the same space. We not all even in the same country, but we hearing the same thing. This always happens. It's nothing new. It's going to blow over. We don't have to worry about that. Oh, so all around the world, they singing the same song that they don't believe. Well, God, as my grandma used to say, the fat meat greasy. That's what my grandma used to say. Oh, you don't believe fat meat greasy. That's, oh, okay. But you're going to find out. So I'm going to say like my grandma, all around the world, they don't believe fat meat is greasy, but it is. Because they're all saying the same thing. I think that the rabbis and the Christians might be wrong. Only God is certain of the coming of the Messiah. We can't force God's hand. No, they're a part of the plan. They're a part of the movie. What do you mean? They're actors in God's movie. This has already been scripted. Of course they're going to bring about the Antichrist is already, they already found their Messiah. He's been here for 3.5 years. Since March, this time in 22. He came out at this very time in March of 22 because they were celebrating in New York and in Israel and all around. But I love y'all. I gotta go. Oh, homework for you to read. Ready? The Testament of Asher. Hear me? The Testament of Asher and the 12 Patriarchs. That's the homework. And then they tried to be slick and put another guy up there as if we are stupid enough to believe that that was the same guy from 3.5 years ago. Come on. Come on. You already know what they about to do. You already know what they about to do. It's the bait and switch. They've been baiting switches the whole time. The president just said, I don't want no new war, starting a war with everybody we know. Friends and enemies included. It's been a bait and switch this whole time. That's true. That's true. I love y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get back to my kids.